In this video, I'll show you how to add an image to a graphic template. It's really quite simple, but there can be complications. I can't cover them all in one video, but we'll go over 3 common situations so you'll have some knowledge to work with. Let's say you're making a header and you want to add your logo. It's as easy as dragging and dropping the image from Windows Explorer onto your header. So let's do that now. When you drop the image into Paint.net, you'll be asked if you want to open the image, add it as a new layer, or you can cancel the operation. We'll add it as a new layer. We'll deselect it so we can see it. And as you can see, the image does not have a transparent background. With some images you add, that won't matter. This one doesn't look that bad, but let's say you want to get rid of the white background. Paint.net doesn't have the greatest tools for this, but here's how you do it. First we'll get rid of this one that we dropped on there. And then we'll drag and drop the image again, only this time we'll choose to open it. Next we'll select the magic wand tool, and then we'll click on the white portion of the image. That picked up most of the white, but there's still some left inside the letters. Let's increase our viewing size a little bit so we can see it better. And then we'll hold down the Control key and click the magic wand inside the letters to add that part of the image to our selection. Just place the crosshairs of the magic wand over the white, and when you click it, it will be added to the selection. Now that we've selected the white, we want to invert the selection. Go to Edit and Invert Selection. Now that we have the portion of the image that we actually want on our header, we can go to Edit and Copy, or you could just press Ctrl-C on your keyboard to copy the selection. Now let's switch back to the header. Here you'll click Edit, Paste into New Layer, and there's our image. It still has the selection lines around it, so let's go to Edit and Deselect, and now you can see what it really looks like. Some of the finer details were lost in this example. You'll find some images are a lot easier to do this with than others. You can also experiment with the tolerance level of the tool and you might get better results. Tolerance level, when you have the magic wand selected, is right here. Just click inside and drag it to wherever you want. Let's delete that layer, and we'll drag and drop a different logo onto the image, and this one will have a transparent background. Once again, we'll choose Add Layer, and we'll deselect it so you can see it better. And as you can see, this produces nice results without all the fussing around. And let's delete that because there's one more scenario I want to cover. Watch what happens when I drag and drop an image onto the header that is bigger than the header. Once again, we'll choose Add Layer. This forced the header to expand, so now the size has changed. You could save it like this. Having part of the header hang down into the body of the page is a legitimate design concept. If you don't want that though, there are 2 things you can do. You can resize the image you dragged onto the header and then crop the header, or you can just crop the header and use only part of the image that you added. We'll resize the image first so you can see how that's done. When the image is selected, which it will be when it's pasted into the header, or if you deselect it like I did for this example, you can select it again just by clicking on the layer and then clicking on the image. When you do that, you'll see these little handles that appear. There are handles at the top, bottom, on each side, and in each corner. If you left-click the handle and hold, you'll see the hand turns into a fist. That means it's grabbed the handle, and you can adjust the image. If you grab a top or bottom handle, it resizes vertically. If you grab a side handle, it resizes horizontally. And if you grab a corner handle, you can resize in both directions at the same time. If you hold down the Shift key when you resize it, it will maintain the correct proportions. And once you resize it, you can drag it to where you want. You can adjust the size again if need be. Get it just like you want it. And then you're all set to make other edits. One of those edits might be to restore the header to its original size. To do that, grab the rectangle selection tool and click right up there in the corner and drag that down and line that up at the bottom. And when you release the mouse button, that will be selected. So what you want to do now is to crop the image and go up here to the crop to selection tool, click it, and your header's back to your original size. And that will do it for this video.
Thanks for watching.